On today's episode, I'm reviewing Halo Reach. The campaign was a lot of fun, but I didn't really feel there were any epic parts in this campaign, and I felt like it was a little rushed. None of the deaths were all that good, except Noble Six's. His was alright. It was a good way to end it, actually. But other than his death, I was not impressed. George's would have been good if they didn't have the scene where he walks while holding Noble Six. If they just had him grab Noble Six, say what he says, and throw him out, it would have been much better. When they showed him walking, I had to laugh. It was clunky looking, it just looked so awkward. Cat's death was just stupid. There was Justice Glassing, all the Covenant was leaving, and apparently one Phantom with a Jackal with a sniper was able to find this little group of Spartans going through all the rubble and saw through the little bitty hole. He said, oh, there's a Spartan, I'm going to shoot it, and because this is a cutscene, shields don't matter, so one shot is enough to kill a Spartan. So Cat's death was just stupid. Carter's death was actually alright. I thought it was a really noble way for him to die, sacrificing himself. But I don't like how they didn't explain where all that blood came from. He was like shot or something while in the cockpit and coughing up blood, and they didn't explain that. So other than that, he had a good death. I was not expecting June to live, but I'm not going to complain about that. I think it was fine that he went with Dr. Halsey. I think that was a good way to do it. And actually, Emil's death was pretty good too. I guess I kind of would have liked it to be a longer death where he fought a little bit more, but it was fine the way they did it. But enough about the deaths, let's go on to the rest of the campaign. One thing that really bothered me was when you went from cutscene to cutscene, they didn't do a very good job of explaining how you got to that point in the game. There was a lot of open area where we just kind of ended up here and they didn't explain how. And it's really cool that you're your own Spartan in the cutscenes, but what I didn't like is how when you do co-op, there's 4 Spartans that are all your own Noble Six, but you only see the one Spartan that's yours. I would have much rather had it be one Noble Six, even the default Noble Six, where he's not even yours, just have him, and then have the co-op people be parts of the rest of Noble Team. I would have much rather had it like that, instead of this where it doesn't explain where these other Spartans are during the cutscene. Also, I was very upset to find that there was no amazing Warthog Run mission. A vehicle mission of any kind would have been nice, but we hardly used the vehicles. And they've had it in the ending mission of every Halo game, and they decided not to put it in this one, which I thought was horrible. And don't get me started on the AI in this campaign. They were just so stupid, I couldn't trust them to help me, and it really took away from their death. It's like, when they die, it's like, okay, now your stupidity is no more. I realize I'm doing a lot of complaining about the campaign. It wasn't all bad. It was a very good campaign, but it was just a disappointment, and they could have done so much better. Oh, and WTF, no legendary ending. How is there no legendary ending? Please tell me that it's somehow not unlocked or something yet, because that's just, I don't even understand what Bungie was thinking if they didn't put a legendary ending in this. I'm giving multiplayer a 5 out of 5 because I have not been let down by any of the Halo multiplayers before. I've played them for years and years, which is a lot more than I can say for many, many games. And I have faith and confidence that Bungie won't let me down with this one. The weapons seem fine. It seems balanced. That's what Bungie does a lot better than many other companies, is they can balance it a lot better. They brought in the noob tube, but it hasn't been too bad. It's not like everybody spams it, or at least I haven't noticed that. The maps are a lot of fun. I have to say though, some of my favorite maps are the old ones, you know, Hemorrhage, Ascension, or Pinnacle, Reflection / Ivory Tower. Those are the ones I like the most, so I think Bungie, you probably could have done something to make me like these other maps better. And as long as I don't see maps that Bungie made in Forge World as DLC, I'll be happy with the maps. The armor abilities really change up the gameplay of Halo, and I think it went in a really good direction this way. The audio and graphics in this game are phenomenal. That's why I'm giving them a 5 out of 5. I loved it. Uh, the music during the campaign was beautiful. All these graphics, I mean, you can see them for yourself. It's really good. I guess, people will say, hey, it doesn't look lifelike. Well, this is Halo. It's not lifelike. It's fantasy, futuristic fun. What's new is Bungie's credit system. It's Bungie's new way of unlocking armor. It's a money system, basically. It's pretty good. There's been quite a few people exploiting little glitches in it, but if they want to have no lives and they need to be the first ones with lightning, then go ahead, you have it. I'm going to have my fun. Go farm away and you'll be bored with this game by Christmas. And Firefight itself isn't brand new, but there's plenty of new game types, and they've just made Firefight a lot more fun than it was in ODST. It's a lot of fun to do in matchmaking. The only complaint I have is they should have had 4-on-4 instead of a max of 4, and you can do that 2-on-2 or 3-on-1. Also, that Firefight versus should have been in matchmaking as well. Let's not forget about Forge World. This is a huge map. It's beautiful. There's a lot of potential that hasn't even been reached yet. Haha, I said reach. The budget is a lot bigger. We can make a lot more things. This is definitely a huge improvement on the first Halo 3's Forge World. We can phase objects, fix objects. That stuff's amazing. It's really helpful. Edit coordinates. It makes it much easier to forge now. With theater mode, not much is new. You can record the campaign clips now, which is nice. No real improvements other than what I just said, but the fact that theater mode is there is good. What Bungie could have done to make this better is probably delay it so that you could work on it more. They needed to beef up the campaign a lot, which is what you heard me talk about before. I would have liked a few more maps that were not remakes. I would like more Forge World options. There's still plenty restrictions. All these stupid invisible barriers need to go. That's what made Halo 1 and 2 so much fun to explore. And since Halo 3, they've thrown in all these invisible barriers that don't let us get out. We can't even go in little nooks and crannies just for fun. We can't do this. Also, I would have liked to have more of the armory, if not all of the armory, unlocked. I mean, it could be locked, but I would like to at least be able to see it. This would be useful for many people so they know what they want to save up for. But maybe that was Bungie's intent, was so that people don't save up. I don't know. The vehicles are basically crap now, which really pisses me off because I'm a Warthog driver, and it's just so hard for a Warthog turret to kill people, and almost impossible for it to kill vehicles. It's not that much fun anymore. I think I might have to convert to a Falcon driver because those seem to be the best. Every other vehicle is just too nerfed. Oh, except for the tanks, which are still really powerful. But a DMR does chip away at their armor. I was getting torn up on hemorrhage from DMR fire all around me. I was like, is my tank really dying because of this? But, I mean, they need to beef up the vehicles. It's that simple. They need to fix those. I guess maybe they could have thrown another armor effect or two in there. Maybe a couple armor abilities in there too. I won't really complain. I am going to complain about that heart attack. I think that's the dumbest thing, and I think it's going to get really annoying once everybody has it and just starts flying. Flying hearts are going to be everywhere on the map. It's going to be annoying. Once Christmas comes, Halo Reach is going down the toilet. But overall, it's a good game. It's Halo. You know it's a good game. That's why I'm giving Halo Reach a 17 out of 20. If you were paying attention, you would see those scores. Basically a 4 out of 5. You know, it's Halo. It's an amazing game. It's got flaws, but it's still much better than many of other games.